What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another lunchtime reaction video. Today I am eating mashed potatoes with peas and an egg on top. I got this recipe from Germany. They have this dish where it's like spinach, mashed potatoes, and then an egg on top. And I was like, I can do that. That's easy. I can do that. So today I'm doing it, but I'm doing it with peas because I didn't have spinach. But whatever. Today we are going to be looking at Mikhaila Peterson's video about her carnivore diet, which is an all beef diet, which sounds really weird. This was suggested to me by a subscriber, so thank you for the idea. Yeah, let's take a look. Already I'm like, that's really crazy. So I might be a bit biased.
I got a strep infection before the age of 1.5. I was put on antibiotics. I got thrush really badly after that. When I started walking, I was limping like when I started walking, so I had arthritic symptoms literally in like 16 months. When I was in grade 5, I was put on antidepressants, just tapered up and tapered up and tapered up till I was 23. When I was 14, I started getting itchy. And what's this new symptom? And they were basically saying, well, your anxiety seems to be playing a big role here. Maybe if you stopped itching this rash, it would go away. And I was, like, no. So I went back to university. Was really not happy with the medical community at this point because they were starting to blame my new symptoms that were really driving me crazy on my anxiety. And it turned out my anxiety worsened when my skin condition worsened, so that makes it slightly more difficult to diagnose, but not a huge fan of blaming the patient. Anyway, I found out I had the celiac gene.
Well, that's not really blaming the patient, but it's looking at possible causes, and sometimes the cause comes from your mental state. So I don't think that she should take it personally.
So I did 23andMe, found out I had the celiac gene, and at the same time was prescribed Dapsone, but my memory, like my short-term memory, was shot back then, and the Adderall did not help, but I can kind of remember that summer. So that was summer 2015, and my skin probably healed like 20%, but man, you should have seen, like, well, I'll show you right here. December 2014, I went away for Christmas, and I got these like sores on my face, and they didn't heal. So I went to see a doctor.
Is she gonna show us?
Fix me. And they said, I don't know. And so I went back home and was like, okay, well, we're just gonna hope that these sores heal, I guess. So I cut out gluten, and then September 2015, I went on an elimination diet randomly. I mean, this is all in the Joe Rogan thing if you want to do it that way, but I was very skeptical, and it ended up improving things like dramatically. It was a strict elimination diet. I didn't just cut out sugar. I cut out like processed foods. I was eating meat and greens and rice and eggs, and that was it. And it helped a lot. My skin started to heal, and I lost. So at this point, I had already lost weight from living at home and not surviving off of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, ginger ale, and beer. But I lost 5 pounds in the first month, and I went down 3 pant sizes. So that was just basically bloating. After I'd gotten rid of the gluten, I was still taking Adderall, 40 milligrams in the morning, Gravol to sleep, an antibiotic. Nope. Maybe sometimes. I was always on some sort of antibiotic. My antidepressants, because I thought I'm never getting off of those, and like no one's going to make me get off of those because I will be crazy if I get off of those. Birth control, over-the-counter medication. I was taking puffers and things for like environmental allergies. So that was fall 2015. Then my symptoms started to go away. I tried to reintroduce some things. They didn't go well. Like almonds went badly, and I ended up with this full body itch where literally I was so itchy that I would scratch my legs in my sleep and end up with bloody legs in my sleep. So then I started wearing fake nails so that when I scratched myself in my sleep, I wouldn't make my legs bleed. Like, how insane is that? So the itch got worse with the almond reintroduction. Anyway, I stuck with this really strict diet for a month, and my depression started to lift. I couldn't find any information online from anybody else who'd experienced this. I went to doctors, I went to immunologists. I said, like, what the hell is going on? I think I'm allergic to almonds. I think I'm allergic to soy. I think I'm allergic to sugar. Like, and they were basically like, well, it doesn't show up on a skin test. I'm like, yeah, I'm not allergic that way. I'm allergic a different way. It's a delayed reaction. They're like, well, delayed reactions. So obviously that was no use. So for a year, I just like had these awful, beyond awful food reintroduction, autoimmune flare-ups. And it was really scary, and I was really alone. Then I was happy, and then I got pregnant, and then my autoimmune symptoms came back, and I started reacting to the foods that I'd been okay with. So that sucked. And in December, I got rid of everything except for the meat. And then late December, early January, I got rid of the chicken and fish. So I've been eating only beef since January 2018. And only meat since December 2017. So it's almost been a year. And transitioning over to just beef was also terrifying. My digestion, which had normalized on the low carb, just got screwed up in a scary way. I started getting bloated. I started getting dizzy after I ate. I started getting this weird drunk feeling after I ate, and I wasn't even eating carbs. I was just eating meat. But I was like, I have no other options here. So I stuck with it, and about the 6-week period, things got easier. Well, about a week in, actually, I got less itchy, and my joints stopped hurting. I was like, okay. But my digestion was so messed up that I reintroduced salad, and then I woke up the next morning and I was teary and I was itchy and arthritic. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try doing this just try doing it. What have I got to lose? So this is no tensing. Tensing. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Woo! So it was quite a long video to go through. Obviously, she's had a lot of health problems and has been struggling in life, I guess. But it seems like she's doing a lot better. So reading her comments, it seems like a lot of people, they like what she's doing because they hate vegans. Like, seriously, a lot of the comments are just, yeah, you and your dad owning SJWs and haha vegans, watch this and things like that. It's like, wow, okay guys. So I feel like she gets a lot of support from people who aren't very positive. Like they're really negative and not I don't know, they just seem really crazy. Also, one thing that I feel like I've taken a quick look at some of her other videos after this, and she doesn't seem like a happy person at all. And she seems really intense, like in the video when she's talking about seeing other doctors and feeling like they were blaming her. I was like, okay. But yeah, she seems like a really intense person who's not happy, and I can understand why she would be trying things to feel better. Now, would I eat an all meat diet? Absolutely not. I don't want to eat more meat than I have to. I mean, obviously I don't have to, but I try to reduce the amount of meat that I eat, so I couldn't imagine doing an all meat diet. I think in her particular case, though, like, I mean, she's obviously had a really difficult life, so whatever she does that makes her feel better, like, okay, do that. I wouldn't suggest other people do it, unless of course you're looking for answers. You might want to play around with your diet. I don't know, but I can understand why she's doing it. I'm glad she's feeling better. I hope that she continues to feel better and has success with her chronic illnesses and things like that. I just think that her channel is like gonna be this meeting ground for all these people that hate environmentalists and people and vegans and things like that, and I'm like, oh, that's not a place for me. So yeah, but in terms of her doing an all meat diet, I can understand why she would do it. Like when I went into this video, I was like, man, that's crazy. But then hearing about how difficult her life has been, I can understand changing your diet, and then if something works, you would stick with it. Because one thing is that maybe it's the protein that's helping her, and then you could just say, well, like, you could do like protein shakes and just get a lot of protein that's not animal based. But at the end of the day, I understand it, and yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope she continues to feel better and find peace and happiness, obviously. I hope that her depression continues to keep on lifting and that she keeps feeling better and everything like that. And also good on her for taking control of her own well-being and finding a solution that works for her, even if it's not something that I would recommend for other people. I think that it's great that she's really documented for herself what works and what doesn't work, so that she can, she can be like the leader of her own treatment. I think that that's really cool. So anyway, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Hey-do!